Alright guys, today we have a lot of news to cover, including the guest 1458 killer, the Chara skin drama, Noli's confirmed skins, and much more. So, let's dive into everything you don't want to miss. 16th Night seems to be getting an update. Right now, 16th Night looks completely different, without the white hair and braids, and the dark blue and white outfit that somewhat resembles Sakaisu Izayoi from Touhou 7 Perfect Cherry Blossom. But now this update to the skin makes it exactly like her, with much more key details like the hair and the dress actually looking like one now. There was a scrap skin called Chara, designed as a 1x1x1x1 skin by DOS. It was never greenlit and, therefore, was never released in Forsaken. DOS created full animations for this skin, as you can see here. The skin was likely inspired by Chara from Undertale. There was also a chase theme made for this skin by Panasco 2007, so give it a listen. Additionally, SFX for 1x1x1x1 were made, and I'll let you hear those as well. There were also voice lines created, but DOS has mentioned there were too many to post on X. Due to this skin not being released, controversy arose, and people started sending hate toward the Forsaken team. DOS made the model because he liked it, but it wasn't greenlit due to recognizability issues, meaning it was hard to tell that it was 1x1x1x1. Everyone on the team liked the skin, and while it's unfortunate that it wasn't released, don't send hate toward the Forsaken team for it. We also have some quality of life changes for Builderman and Taff. For Builderman, you'll now be able to see his turret through walls or objects, so you'll always know where it's located. This feature will likely be added for his dispenser as well. As for Taff, there's a new change allowing survivors to see the subspace trip mine and tripwires. This is a great improvement for everyone and enhances the gameplay experience. Elliot will be receiving quality of life improvements to enhance the solo experience, allowing him to survive while healing other survivors. Hopefully, Elliot will finally get to eat his own pizza. Several unique skins have already been confirmed for Noli, many of which we're seeing for the first time. The Lezus skin transforms Noli into the myth known as Lezus, a void cultist who believed in Noli. The skin gives him a black right arm, a black left leg, and a t-shirt that reads "I am Lezus." His broken mask is also swapped out, and the signature Void Star crown has been removed. Dignity is a skin that transforms Noli into the Roblox user Dignity, who was a top 100 forum poster and known audio exploiter. He wears a Maryland University shirt, blue jeans, plus his Void Star crown is different from the regular one as it becomes much sharper than usual. Yeslo is a skin part of Blueverse or Blued Universe, similar to Cool Kid's Blued skin, that swaps his palette to lime green and white, replaces his mask with a white comedy mask, and adds a party hat labeled WINER. He's actually made out of two people, Yola Green and Eurus White, as they were combined and went insane after an encounter with an evil party horn. Toolbox is a funny parody skin that turns Noli into a super low-effort version of himself, made to look like something straight out of the Roblox Toolbox. It's a throwback to old-school horror games filled with random free models and rushed designs. The devs even nicknamed it Noki. Asks changes Noli to a black, cubic version with diamond plate textures and a red glowing void star, referencing the mysterious figure from the game Tempest, making this one of the most mysterious skins with all of that lore behind this skin. Spice Bush is a crossover with the Limbus Company universe. While it could reference either Dongbak or Yisang, the visual style leans heavily toward Yisang, dark, intellectual, and ominous. Guest 1458 and Juan was the new name for Cerulean, and they are one of new survivors hopefully coming to Forsaken, with Guest 1458 replacing Rook. Rook was a planned killer in Forsaken, teased in the hashtag dev-log channel. He's a military sergeant and an original character whose weapon, the Star Glitcher, is based on old exploiter tools made obsolete by Roblox's Filter and Genavold update. Little is known about Guest 1458, but he's presumed to be related to Guest 1337. Once a guest who was killed by Bacon terrorists, he now appears as a decayed, unrecognizable corpse. Gatekeeper was an upcoming trap and status-based killer who forced survivors to play smart around his traps and search for a secondary objective aside from generators. If survivors failed to adapt, he could unleash a deadly final form that could easily wipe out groups. Gatekeeper even had skin concepts, Paradise Lost and Lycanthropy. Nitroud explained that this killer was scrapped because Soul lied about approving the draft and misled him into thinking Gatekeeper was going to be added. We also got an early preview of the Project Diva collab and the Diva skin for 1x1x1x1 during the Red Seas server stage, including gameplay. Take a look at it. Along with the skin, there's Diva's emote, so check that out too. But it's not just 1x1x1x1 getting attention. There's a surprise survivor skin and a third secret giveaway coming to players, though we don't know what that is yet. VCup managed to get into a lobby with one of the Project Diva developers while wearing the Diva skin, giving us a sneak peek of how it'll behave against survivors before it even releases. In a recent charity stream, EpicFied shared some info during his Q&A, including updates on the Spectre's lore. The Spectre is an important omnipresent, non-physical entity that controls the realm where Forsaken's characters are trapped. The lore has been updated, making the Spectre different from the entity from Dead by Daylight. This also means that the Spectre won't be a playable character or a killer. There are several rumored or unconfirmed skins. Classic Noli was expected to recreate his original 2010-year avatar. However, due to controversy involving the creator of that design, this skin may be scrapped permanently to avoid association. JX1DX1 is an unconfirmed Noli skin based on the eerie figure from the Ihasaphasalulzog. It changes Noli with a bunch of glitched items, clothing such as the tie, the apple with horns, and a creepy change of the April Fool's 2012 hack face, which stays true to the OG with slight creative changes to the OG character. Gaily is another unconfirmed skin shown off a month ago that gives Noli a rainbow color scheme, with a mix of purple and black, referencing the asexual pride flag. Some of the community don't like the skin, while others find it funny, so maybe it could be released in the future. Spamton would make Noli take on the appearance of the iconic Deltarune character. And since we already know what Spamton looks like, we can infer that Noli would have his yellow and pink glasses, custom voice lines and sound effects, and a black t-shirt. The decayed skin depicts a rusted, forgotten version of Noli, essentially a corrupted relic of his current look. And that's a wrap on the latest news, including leaks and quality of life changes. If I missed anything, drop it in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this.